Hi guys, Andrew here today. I wanted to quickly do a short video talking about a game that I've been playing on and off for about 2 to 3 months now. Ever since its official release, it's been in beta access and early access, well over 2 years, I want to say. But I do want to go in and give a quick disclaimer for this video. The audio quality for the video has been a little bit different, mostly for the fact that my mic has been adjusted to a different position inside of this video. So if it sounds a bit weird for like the audio quality or like the game quality, that's most likely the reason. But other than that, on with the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Creativerse. This is going to be a new series on the channel, if you haven't been able to tell by the title of the video. And this is honestly going to be something new that I haven't really done on the channel before. I've done it over on my live streams before by playing Minecraft, but not really playing anything to do with, like, let's say, Creativerse. Okay, so let's just get out of that hole because we just saw one of the mobs inside this game. Okay. Now, right now, this game is, I think I want to say sometime after 3 months after full release. And it is a free-to-play game. So if you want to come play on the world with me, all you have to do is just basically be friends with me on Steam, and also make sure that you follow me over on Twitter or Twitch. Okay? So, what is Creativerse? Creativerse, in the simplest of things, is basically a graphically enhanced version of Minecraft. Okay? Now, the reason that I say it's a graphically enhanced version is mostly for the fact that it has different controls, for one. Well, not too different, but generally different than just not being able to actually do much with it. Okay? Now, I most likely will get into detail, but I don't want to actually deal with any of those mobs up there. But I'm actually going to go head over into this forest that we can see over here. Alright. Now, there is a lot of stuff that I can go over inside of this game. In all honesty, too much. Because this game is very in-depth about how certain things are played. And the community behind this game is very, very, very creative. And the game, yes, is primarily survival based. Not really implying any creativity based on the name, but you do have the creative aspect of, like, for instance, building your own base, building your own settlement, or something like that, okay? Now, the reason, as you can... Shoot, just fell down to the ground. Damn it. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to play this game is, well, for one, I've been playing this game for longer than just a few days. I've been playing this game ever since it was in early beta words are hard. Have been playing this game ever since early beta access, okay? So, I know a lot about this game, but between my time of playing this game, not much I have actually discovered, because frankly the last time I played this game before this past month was sometime last year-ish, right before the release of Transport Fever. So yeah. So as you can possibly tell right here, the game isn't too intensive, okay? It's a very laid-back game, but you want to make sure that you're able to get the materials you need to start off, which it's fairly easy to get started off in this game. And basically, I can literally get a base built and be able to have a bed crafted and get all the necessary components so that way I can start producing and basically have my own base like before the end of this first day. Now, some of the HUD icons that you can see on screen right now, like for instance the time of day that the display right there, how the time is ticking up as though it's ticking up in real time. Every second that ticks up is basically 1 minute in game. Okay, there's that. And it also shows like what biome we are currently in and the degree of which the biome you are currently at. So right now I'm using since my default temperature gauge, I should say, on my computer is Fahrenheit, it is using Fahrenheit degrees. But if, for instance, your default temperature gauge is Celsius, or I'm not sure, Kelvin, then it will use that, okay? So, there we go. Although, don't quote me on if it actually does use the whole different systems, temperatures. But yeah, there are certain similarities that I would say match Minecraft to, oh my gosh, to like the ends of the earth, but there are some similarities that are very different. For one, the structures, and as you can tell, the forests are clearly much, much bigger, okay? As in, you could possibly make a tree house out of one of these forests, okay? So, one of the first things that I want to try and get made as soon as possible is a starting base. Everyone needs a starting base in these type of games. And where is it best to start out? By near spawn, okay? Which is basically the area we're at. Now, I will go into more detail about like certain game mechanics, about like how Minecraft has a few things about logic circuits. Same with this game, Cretiverse. But the Creativerse logic circuits I haven't really dived into too much. Like, I've crafted them, yeah, but I haven't really like used them for any sort of like logic circuit things or anything like that. Okay? Now, if you guys want to see footage of me playing Minecraft, you can always check over on my channel. I love to play Minecraft on Wednesday nights. That's usually when I live stream it. You can check me out over at twitch.tv/LeoGamingYouTube. Okay? And I do plan on once in a while live streaming this game as well, but it would most likely be as a part of this series. So it would most likely just be like saying I'll post out a video like the week before saying, hey, I'm gonna be doing a live stream, blah blah blah. Check me out over at twitch.tv/LeoGamingYouTube. Okay? Now, what exactly am I doing right now? Well, for one, if you were to ask any Creativerse player, the number one thing that you should automatically get started with is by mining materials. More specifically, mining materials from a specific type of tree of your choosing. From what I can tell, there are 3 different types of trees in this game. There is cragwood trees, which are these just ordinary trees. They're pretty much the more common of every one of them. And then you have birchwood trees, which aren't too common, but they can be found easily. More specifically, the trees that have the white wood, that's birchwood, okay? And then there is a third type of tree that is much rarer to find, but you can find it pretty commonly if you are inside of a snow biome, okay, a snowland biome. which that tree type is called an elderwood. Elderwood trees are usually basically depictions of pine trees, okay? They're narrow trees that basically look like a Christmas tree, okay? Now, the main reason that I am like just mining out this entire tree is so that way we can get started, we'll get some basic material, okay? And I will say this right now, the game is pretty lengthy as far as like the amount of time that you'll spend inside the game, because it can become fairly addictive depending on how long you decide to play the game for. Okay? So I have played this game for well over, in fact, I want to say 600 hours, but maybe my Steam account would say otherwise. Okay? Now, health regeneration. Okay, as you can tell, my health bar is pretty low right now, and it's not necessarily a good idea for me to be wandering about with such a low health bar. That's why I collected the mushrooms at the beginning of the video. If I were to right-click the mushroom, I get health regeneration for, I believe, 15 seconds. Okay? So there's that. If we press the Q button, it brings up our crafting menu. Now, the crafting system is a little bit different inside this game, than Minecraft, that is. In Minecraft, you need like a crafting table in order to get things ready. And in this game, all you really need to start off with is just a few materials, okay? So I'm just going to start placing down some walls, just so that way we can get like a starting area made for us to use as like place of operation, okay? Now, this base is not going to remain the same of what it is right now. It is going to be completely different sometime within the future. But yeah. I do need to have a doorway here. And I want to be able to get a bed crafted before the end of this first day. Now, I do have an idea about how long I want these episodes to last for. I'm going to aim for around 40 minutes. I know that's kind of long for some people, but it's a perfect amount of time for me. In fact, it may be just too much time for me. Because I spend most of my time watching YouTube videos anyway, and I'm glad that I'm actually putting my time to good use for making you guys some YouTube videos. Now, if you guys are wondering, well, are you still going to be doing your other series, Transport Fever and the Mod Showcase? The Mod Showcase is definitely going to be coming soon. I just have to figure out which mods I'm going to be doing next. But, Transport Fever, I tried recording that the day before it was scheduled to go out, okay? Oh, I did not want to press the Q button. But, apparently, I had pressed the wrong button to record, so my recording software didn't capture any of the footage that I had. So there's that. And I think, yeah, we can unlock the stone sword. Okay. And let's see here. What do we need for that? We need beeswax. Beeswax, I believe. Yeah, I think I know how we can get that. But I want to actually... food processor, we need mine. We need to mine some stone. Which, mining stone, as you would expect, fairly easy. And let's see here, where's a good area that I can start mining from? Okay. Might as well go in and collect these mushrooms over here. And I haven't really figured out what the day cycle is in this game, but I have a feeling that it's somewhere around like 25, 24-ish minutes. Since of course each second basically is a minute in game. Okay. And there are other purposes for these mushrooms other than just the health regen. They also come in handy for when we want to make some mining cells. And mining cells in this game is what replaces the pickaxe, basically. The pickaxe, as you all know, is basically Minecraft's signature little thing right here, or a thing for its game. Of course, the primary mechanic of the game is for you to do mining. Okay, before I do go in there though, I want to go ahead and mine this mossy, this moss over here. Okay, and that way we can make some moss torches. Okay. Now that will go into our inventory, which I'm actually going to clear out my hotbar real quick, just so that way we're actually able to place down our inventory. And go ahead and place that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright. Nope, I think I missed it. Where did I place it? Right there, of course. And let's see here. Could have this done eventually. Okay, and it is kind of tricky for if you have lighting nearby you. And let's see here. Am I actually gonna? No, I'm not. Okay, so let's see here. If I were to start mining downward. Now, the mossy torches, as you would expect, they are the lowest level of light that they can provide. Okay? Now that we have mined up some stone, finally, we can start with everything else. Oh, come on. Which direction? That way. Let's see here. Go ahead and unlock the processor, which this is the main tool that we are going to need for a long while. We also can unlock the stone mining cell, which we need a whole bunch of other materials, and we also unlock the forge. Okay, so go ahead and close that menu, and let's go ahead back over to our house, and let's go ahead and place down our processor before it turns into nighttime. Nighttime in this game is fully at 9 p.m. So I want to try and get as much done before before nighttime actually hits. Okay? And then we want to get shredded leaves. And we also want to get some twine. Okay. So, the reason I just put that inside the processor is because if we take a look down here, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? A bed. A bed. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wood chest. I need beeswax. 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 Okay, beeswax. You can plainly tell where it's actually at, so that's not too hard to find. That's kind of hard to get to. Okay, this is easy enough to get to. Okay. Now I realize I only have like an hour left until the actual nighttime falls upon us, so there's that. And I don't really want to be out during nighttime. I want to actually be able to sleep at night. Thank you very much, game. Okay. And get back over into here. And let's see. Craft a wood chest. Okay. We can go ahead and unlock the bed. What exactly we need for the bed? Well, we need shredded leaves, wood rods, stone rods, and twine. Which I just remembered that I forgot to cut up some stone rods. And I forgot to collect more stone. I'm gonna be out at night. Okay. And let's see here. The mobs are going to start spawning here in a sec. Back into here. No. We want to go into here. Click on the stone. Craft the stone rods. Come on, hurry up. It's going to take us 20 seconds. But that shouldn't be too bad because we do have a stone sword or a wooden sword just in case. And so we are pretty good as far as that is concerned, just in case we do have some mobs that come after us. And I believe, come on, yes, there we go. And we can go and craft our bed. Okay, go and close that and go and place it right there and sleep. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. So, as I said, it is pretty easy to get started within your first full day in this game. All you have to, your real goal in the first day is to craft a bed. Okay? That's basically all you really need to do. The second day is where things get a little bit more challenging. Okay? For one, you gotta be able to survive, as most games like this entitle you to do so. So, one thing that I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to place down my teleportation pad right here. Okay, what this teleportation pad, or touchstone I should say, does is allow me to teleport back to my base whenever I see fit. So like, let's say, far away, I'll just do it over here, and I'm like, oh shoot, where the heck is my base? Now, there is an icon on the little compass that you can see in the top of the screen, and that basically shows you the direction of where your teleporter is, okay? But in case you are in a little bit of a jam and you want to get out of there quick as possible, just double tap T, and that will take you back to your touchstone. And boom, there you have it. We are back in our base. That is one of the neat mechanics inside this game. You don't have to do go into the chat room and say /TP touchstone or something like that. No, it's literally just tap TT. Okay. So that's the first day done and over with. Second day, I want to go ahead and basically make this base an actual base. This was just like a little starter off base that we can have. So one thing I'm going to do real quick, go ahead and scroll down here. Going to unlock the stacked stone wall. Okay, we can craft that. The thatched wall and the wood floors. Wood floors is a little bit more complicated to make, mostly for the fact that we need melted wax. Melted wax can be made in a forge, which in order to get a forge, let's see here. In order to get a forge, no, that's a processor, that's a forge, we need to get some bedrock. In order to get bedrock, we have to get that from the fossil layer, meaning that we also have to mine down to the fossil layer. So there's that. And one thing I want to go in and get is coal, so that way we can get coal torches because they have a better light source. And then later on we can get wood burning lamps, we can get gas lamps, bungalow lamps are pretty nice as well. And let's see here. And then there's different color lamps that you can get. And then there is a thing called Arctic torches. Okay, Arctic torches. A Grand Arctic torch, an Arctic lantern, and a Grand Arctic lantern. The reason the Arctic set exists is because there is a mob that spawns randomly in this game that will show up on your compass with an Arctic symbol. Now, Arctic is basically a word that's used to describe one of the primary goals of this game. Get art stones. Okay, so I'm gonna create like a little mine back over here. The reason we had to create that little like, oh, and sorry for the weird camera movements there. The reason we had to make that little like mine thingy over there is just so that we can get the mines, or get the stone actually. I'm gonna go ahead and start up a mine over here. Now, you should technically have a mine created by the first day. But the reason that I don't like creating a mine by the first day is because, frankly, it ends up not becoming too much use to you, because your real goal the first day is to honestly craft a bed. Okay? Steps are, of course, needed in order to craft a bed, so you need to make sure that you can pass through all those steps. Now right here, we're about to mine an object called brown mushrooms. Brown mushrooms have the same properties as red mushrooms. Basically, they have healing properties. I think they have an extended period of time for their healing properties, but I'm not sure by how long. And I'm not going to try, mostly for the fact that we need them for like a new stone type that we're gonna, or a new item that we're gonna have to craft, which I will show off in just one sec. And let's see here. In case you guys are also wondering, well, what is the primary goal of this game? Well, the primary goal of this game, as is all games that are this type of game, is to honestly survive in an open world. Okay? You want to make sure that you can survive and not end up having to, like, oh, I don't know, wait for, like, somebody to come save you. Something, not like that. You gotta be able to survive. And there's no other primary goal. Okay? Now, that does seem like a boring goal to some people, but for me, a survival-based game is something that I look forward to playing. Okay? So, like, for instance, in Transport Fever, you can't really say that it's survival-based. Okay? Transport Fever is all about tycooning and being able to run a profitable company. Now, profitable companies are similar to survival games, as in a certain aspect. Mostly that you need to be able to run your game or run your company as though you are trying to survive, right? If you guys are understanding my point here. Okay. We are at the we should be at the stone layer here in a second. Once when we get to a new layer, it will actually show up inside of our biome icon, or biome directory. Like right now, it still says that we're in the grassland, which is up top. Okay, we don't want it to say that. We want it to say fossil layer. Okay, once when we get to the fossil layers, things will start to become interesting. Now, it is a pretty good idea to have a mine go down as deep as it can get. There is honestly too many layers in this game to even mention, because they're at the bottom I haven't even found out about. Okay? And the bottom layer, I believe, is supposed to be the corruption layer. Okay? And in order to get there, you have to go through extraneous amounts of, like, different properties that you have to mine up and get. Okay? Like, for instance, you have, once when you get into the fossil layer, you have to have a stone mining cell. Okay? Which it's fairly easy to get if you have yourself a, like, strip mine, basically. Okay. Now we have reached the layer where it's going to be hard for us to mine. That block right there is called limestone. Limestone can only be pulled out by using a object called a mining cell, as I had mentioned. Now there are 4 or 5 different tiers. I can't remember which one, but 4 or 5 different tiers about the certain type of mining cells that you can get. Okay. Now, the first type is, as you would expect, the stone mining cell. Okay? Stone mining cell is the easiest to get out of every one of them. Yeah, because we just got a pop-up message saying that we need a stone mining cell in order to get the limestone. Okay? Now, before I do forget, because I definitely want to get this done as soon as possible. No, I don't want to go into my crafting menu. Cactus Pigsy. There we go. Just so that way we can get leather and bone. Now, they have a chance of dropping both leather, bone, I forget what the other thing was called, but it's some sort of crystal. And then also, oh my goodness gracious. There is a bug right now where some pigsies will just randomly, just... Okay. Oh, that's what it was. Crystal Shard. Okay. Crystal Shards is a random drop for them to be able to give you. And normally... Oh god. Yeah, he did a charge attack right there. Okay. Pixies are usually the easiest enemy to attack that is actually a passive hostile. Okay, meaning that they will only attack if threatened. And then when they're down to a low HP, they'll start to run away, as you can plainly tell. The other type of enemy is a Leafy, which are the green monsters that you've been seeing rolling around. Leafies can be found up in the trees. Okay, that's kind of weird to see right there. Hello, Dark Pigsy. Thank you. Dark Pigsies, however, can drop a glob of goo. Okay? Glob of goos can be used for multiple things. One of the funnest things that they can be used for is as a weapon. And I'll show that off in a few episodes time, just not this episode. Mostly for the fact that we don't even have the materials to do that. Okay, so that's a Leafy right there that you can see that my cursor is currently pointing at. That is a Leafy. And those mobs usually will drop the same as the Pigsy, except they will not drop any leather, but they will drop either Leafy shells or they will drop sinew. And sinew is usually a type of thread that you can have. Okay, so I'm going to head back up to the top of this tree. That way I can start mining out some more of it. And, yeah. I think I'll catch you guys in a second when I get this tree done and over with. Be back. Well, that tree definitely will not be seeing the light of day again. So, that wasn't too long of a clip, wasn't it, huh? Well, I didn't record that, so that's not going to help us very much. But I did decide to just go ahead and remove the whole tree. And the main reason that I removed the tree when I have mined up all the wood and stuff for it is for two reasons, actually. One is so that way I have more resources to expand my base. Two is to honestly be able to not see a tree standing around without any sort of way to remove itself. The trees in this game don't despawn like the trees in Minecraft. But they do despawn in the way that some trees that honestly never make sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these 8 chopped up into shredded leaves. And then I want to go ahead and make this a wood floor. Okay? Wood floors. Let's see here. Look in the crafting menu. Wood floors. We can. Oh no, that's wood walls. Wood floors, of course, required melted wax. We need a forge to get the melted wax. What do we need to get the forge? We need bedrock. Okay, bedrock. You need a stone mining cell. Which, in order to get a stone mining cell, we need to get coal. Best way for us to get coal, sadly enough, is, guess what? We're gonna go have to do some interesting tactics for mining. Yeah, I think you guys can tell where we're gonna go. We're gonna go into a cave. And I don't necessarily like going in the caves that much, so... Like, for instance, we have a large one right here. And usually what I like to do is just go this close, and if you can see a shiny little ore right there where my cursor is, that is actually the coal, okay? But we need something else before we can go grab that. We need what is called an extractor. You cannot grab coal without an extractor. In fact, before I do that, I'm actually going to grab these mushrooms because I did have to use 2 a little bit ago. No, that was a dark lobster mob, or rockstars mob. Okay, those things can be summoned by the dark, so that's why you want to have the area all lit up and not go into dark places too often. So let's go and grab our shredded leaves that we have right over here. And what exactly was it that I needed again? Ah, yes, I needed extractors. Extractors are from stone slabs and wood slabs. So, but in order to get slabs, we need to have them go through the processor. So chop up 10 stone slabs and chop up 10 wood slabs because we're gonna need a lot. Okay, so that's all well said and done. I think I already know what I'm gonna place right here. I think I'm gonna place the forge right here, just because that would make most sense. And in fact, I'm actually gonna move my little touchstone and place it right next to my bed. Okay? That way it's a lot easier to figure out. And as you can tell, yes, the icon on my compass matches the touchstone, as I mentioned earlier. Here, I only have the leaves in here at the moment. What is it that I wanted to make with the shredded leaves? We can actually also make a stone sword right now, so I'll go ahead and craft that. Oh, and an obsidian sword. Okay, obsidian swords are much harder to get because you need to get obsidian. Okay, obsidian can only be obtained from the Stalactite Layer. Okay, the Stalactite Layer, you need a... Wait, is the Stalactite Layer that you get obsidian from? No, you get the obsidian from the fossil layer. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then in the Stalactite Layer, you get iron. Okay, and I'm not sure what's after iron. Oh, yeah, that's right. The corruption layer gives you iron, and then the corruption layer also gives you luminite. Okay, that is going to be interesting. The luminite mining cell is beast. It can basically mine through anything without you having to actually, like, hold down the right-click button. That is... I love the luminite mining cell, okay? True, I've only ever crafted one, but still. The diamond mining cell, iron, and obsidian. So we still need the coal, so that's the only thing that we're waiting on right now. So we need those extractors, which we can actually go ahead and make some right now, but I want to wait till this last wood slab is finally made. And boom, collect that, and go into our crafting menu, and go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extractors. Now since we got the extractors crafted, we can now use an advanced extractor, but we need obsidian slabs instead of wood slabs. Obsidian slabs, as I mentioned, you need obsidian for, which we don't have any obsidian as of the moment. Okay, so before I do go down there, I'm gonna eat one of my mushrooms, just so that way I have the full health when going down there. Now, I don't necessarily like going down into these caves, but this is our only option. Okay, we could go down into our little mine shaft area, so there's that. In fact, I think that's what I'm actually going to do. Because I do not like going into the caves. Now, In this game, there is not a shift click function, but there is a sprint function, as there is in Minecraft. But the only difference is that you need to have a, what is it? Let's go ahead and place the mossy torch right there. We are actually now in the fossil layer, so that's good. But once when we jump up to this torch right here, this is basically the bottom of the grass layer. Okay. Once when we get into this layer where the where this magnetite is and the limestone, then we are in the fossil layer. Okay. But before I do that, I do want to grab coal, but apparently I don't want to really grab it from my frickin' cave or frickin' mine shaft. I have to go looking around. I'm gonna cut until I find me some coal. Okay, BRB. Okay, so I am back. I just teleported back over to my base area, and I have collected a good amount of coal to start on off with. Just 16. That's not too much. And during the process, I collected some coral, which, yeah, can't be used for too much, but I will show off. I did end up dying at one point, but heck, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, there's that. And let's see here. To get the forge, we need to go into our crafting menu, and we need to first get the stone mining cell. That is automatically equipped to our mining cell slot, and we have unlocked the obsidian mining cell. Currently we cannot use it, and once when I extracted the coal, I was able to unlock the coal torch, and I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, and we just unlocked the stone chest. I need melted wax for that, and we have unlocked TNT. Okay, that is going to be useful later on. I think that's all. Oh, yeah. Block of goo. Don't necessarily need to worry about that too much. I think that's all that we've unlocked. Yeah. Okay. So there is that. And let's see here. We still need to get the forge. So we need to mine out bedrock. Now that we have the stone mining cell, we can go down into our mine. That's right over here. Okay. And we can mine out all these blocks that are currently in our way, such as in the limestone. And also, this isn't necessarily in our way, but magnite. Okay. I think that's how it's pronounced. If you guys play this game as well, go ahead and let me know. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Now let's see. Good. And yeah, this was the stone that I had mined up before, but I'm gonna just place it back. Okay. Once when we get down to a certain layer, I'm actually gonna go ahead and dress up this mine quite a bit. Mostly for the fact that it's gonna need the dressing up. Okay. And we're currently gonna be using our last mossy torch right in this next layer, next section. We have discovered bedrock, but remember, we need how many for a forge? We need 6 pieces of bedrock. So let's get back to mining. Alright, and we should be good. Okay, we should be able to make it. Oh yeah, that's right, we need to create more wood slabs and stone slabs. Okay. Might as well just use the teleport ability, just so that way we can honestly stop wasting time. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and craft it. No, that's right. I have short-term memory, so of course I forgot that we need some more stone slabs, and of course some more wood slabs. Okay. And that should be all that we need to start off with. I do want to go ahead and get us some armor, which we can actually equip that and craft it right now. And that will go ahead and unlock arm guards, okay, which we need rockster rocks, which I'll go ahead and explain what those are in a little bit. We also need leather pauldrons, which I'll explain what those are as well as leathered leggings, and finally we can also get an obsidian breastplate, but we can't make it right now because honestly we don't have the materials to make it. Okay, so there is that. Do we have anything else that we can craft? We can craft stone pathways. I don't really fancy making those right now. We can make stacked stone walls. Interesting. Let's go ahead and craft up a door because we're gonna need that. And let's go ahead and place it right there. That'll just prevent mobs from coming in here. Another thing that, okay, so placemats, I have no clue what these are used for. Oh, just for display. Okay. I'll go ahead and craft up one, I guess. Just for the heck of it. And, let's see here. What is it that I'm looking for? Signs I don't really want to make yet. Chairs, no. No. Doors, no. The windows, no. What is it that I'm looking for? Oh, check building blocks, you done that. And it should be thatch roofs. We need to craft thatch walls. So I'll just craft that and unlock that. And we can get thatch roofs, which I think I am actually going to use for our roof. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and craft up some more thatch walls. And let's see here. We need more vines. No wonder it was saying that we don't. Okay. Now let's see here. To go ahead and switch some of our materials. And let's see here. Should be good. And no, I'm not gonna use the mat right there. I actually wanted to place the thatch walls right over here. Of course, we're gonna use these for our. Oh no, I don't want them going that way. I want them going that way. Thank you. Oh, it would be helpful if I didn't fall down. And I love the little door animation that we have in this game. Oh, come on, game. Oh, you can do more. Sorry about that. Sorry about that little edit right there. I forgot that I forgot to close the door, so there's that. Oh. That's... And this is actually pretty even, so... Get one roof side like that. And one on that side. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this from the front. Yeah, it doesn't look too nice right now. But trust me, it will look better later on. So don't you worry. Okay. Ooh, that's a new enemy that we haven't faced yet. Which I will show how you can defeat those types of enemies later on in the series. But of course not right now when I'm not even well equipped to face them. In fact, let me go ahead and get rid of it. I was mostly using them as like support anyway. And let's go and place wood walls in there. Okay. That should look a little bit better. True, not like tremendously better, but at least a little bit. Then let's just go ahead and cover this up like that. Okay, and all along here. Come on. Literally want me. Okay, game. Being a little bit laggy right now, but okay. And lag continues. There we go. Okay. And boom, 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 and come on. Boom, boom. And of course, we have a gap. It wouldn't be a Leo episode if we didn't have some sort of gap in our range. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should not have done that. Let's go ahead and head on inside, and I think that this episode has dragged on long enough. But before I end off the episode, I want to go ahead and show you guys something. Okay? So I'm gonna cut for a sec, and I'm gonna show you guys something in a different world. Well, I did say we would be in a different world, right? And we are definitely in a different world. Let me go ahead and show you my home inside of my personal save. Now, this isn't a still image, and the reason that you guys can't see my HUD icon right now is because I currently have it hidden away. But the main reason that I decided to start a new world is to let you guys know about the game. And what you guys are seeing right now is actually like pieces to a blueprint. Okay? Imagine having a blueprint placed out in front of you, and you have to go in and fill it in. That's basically what I have done here. Okay? Everything that you see here is all from a blueprint in the Steam workshop. I will, if you guys are interested, I will leave a link in the comments section of this video. But other than that, that's the primary thing I wanted to show you. And then I wanted to also show you my little cave for my personal save. As you can see, it's well lit down here, and it's pretty interesting. Just a narrow hallway right here, going into a well-opened area. Now, this blue border that you're seeing right here on the in the middle of the room, that is the edge of one of my claims. Now, claims work in multiple ways, and they can be bought in multiple ways as well. If I press the M key right here, okay, right here, these blue squares that you see are actually my own claims, claimed areas, okay? As in, everything inside of them I own. So that's one of the many features about this game. Okay? Go back over here. So, as you can tell, we're only in the fossil layer. This is my personal save, but I haven't even gone that far down. In fact, it just barely reaches the Stalactite Layer. Okay? As soon as we drop down here to the next level, right here, that's the Stalactite Layer. Okay? Oh, and we actually do have an archetype, or arc thing over in my main world. And let me go ahead and teleport over there just to make it faster. And this is like the inside of my area. We have a whole bunch of different things that I will go into more detail throughout the LP. Oh, and I did not mean to do that. I was going to show you guys that later on. But let's see here. There should be an archetype over here. Oh, over here. Where are you? Where are you? he despawned. Okay. Where are you, little archetype? Are you? I thought that you would be around here since I saw your little icon pop up. Well, I guess I'll have to show you the little archetype later. I love trying to find little archetypes because they actually do benefit you in an interesting way. Okay. But I think I'm gonna leave the episode off there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. If you guys liked this episode, please do consider giving it a like. If you are feeling more complicated than a thumbs up or a thumbs down, then leave it in the comment section below. And I will catch you guys in the next video.